Super Bowl, all the pomp, all the circumstance, all the pageantry. It doesn't get any better than this, partner.
I'm loving sharing this booth with you, sharing this moment.
Dunk tops. You guys wearing dunk tops?
After all the talk, it's time for football, and here we go. Super Bowl 55 is underway. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Eagles and the Giants, huh? Lattimore.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers.
That boy Nick Chubb finally got an X-Factor.
To make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. He's at the 40, 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone?
I was trying to look at
what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
What?
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Yeah, call that holding. So I knew something went right, son.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll be a gain of 16.
Oh. I make a Murphy.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield to the goal line, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, and it's 3rd down.
You have to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Did it just run a, a pick route, a rail route, whatever it is?
Maybe by half
cool.
a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he finds his running back who's snuck down the middle of the field.
To start the ball off. To start it off. To start it off.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, 73 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run.
That's two of them, man.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big triple play for a touchdown.
It mess you up, son, if you left-handed. I get sacked 50 times. Yeah, he's like a 60
at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Well, I got Jalen Hurts at like the 6th round. It was out of him or your boy from LSU.
They got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too high.
Good tackle.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down.
No, I'm saying Nick Chubb, not this
the
play.
run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
What do you got to do?
You don't see that a ton here with a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up.
That boy knew exactly
so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
I don't know how to pronounce the last name. Etouffee.
Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
Well, sometimes those punt returns can yield some unnecessary roughness.
I know a lot of guys, when they run a long way to execute a block or make a hit, they're going to launch it no matter what, and it can often cost them.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
CD cold on that bit, too.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving
I got Trick Quan with a star ability.
Creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside
so you can
later.
read two and stuff. Yeah.
Here's 2nd and 8. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because
Olivier
the coverage
Vernon
is way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, the risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Well, that is not what you want to see from him on the big stage, obviously. And he's been so reliable all season long.
A big part of why they've gotten here to this game. But you have to wonder, will this haunt them later as the Super Bowl progresses?
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they'll get this.
I messed with him. I re-signed him for the first year. And then I had let him go because he was getting old. His speed was decreasing. So, like, if his speed going down, what up, you know, what do you use for?
You play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there that sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Come on, man.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about?
He playing retarded, yeah. I don't care. He ain't bothering me.
First downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And his kick is
he hit that bit.
And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
No, watch where it lands.
Now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now,
he hit that bit for real.
Funny, when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
That little bit cool.
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. I'm talking about being able to use the back.
Yeah, holding that fast.
Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody covered. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Miles Garrett.
That should have really ruined your drive.
Sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football before he knew it.
He was getting sacked or ruining his drive.
Right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled.
Man, what is Jamie doing?
That we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now
he got big, though.
That offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can
What Baker got? What his badge is?
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2.
Oh, Baker got bazooka?
3rd and 4
oh, no,
here to start things out. Now Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
Yes.
And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Now we'll see what Michael Thomas and the rest of the offense has in store here. 2nd quarter here, he has only 1 catch, but they have the lead. You got to think there's going to be more involved at some point.
That's what you would expect, but sometimes what defenses do to take away a player of his magnitude, it costs them in other areas. And right now, with them losing, they may have to change their focus, and maybe he will open up a little bit more as the game goes on.
Yeah, well, so far, just the single catch. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player, not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
Oh, I should have hit that to the outside, boy.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And at a 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Damn.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Mike 53. Here we go. Here we go. Switch it. Switch it. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And complete right side to Cook. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
I don't know who to
But
play.
I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion.
I got your boy right here, Reek. Here you go. Here you go.
So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into
Higgins.
much more.
His first catch of this Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It'll be good for a 1st down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Terry McLaurin, 33 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead. And on that one, able to catch it. Also,
man, look, Christmas game. You really mean to tell me you want to see Toronto and Boston? So you won't want to see Kyrie in Boston? The Nets in Boston, son?
And then, of course, the run
I meant to ask you that shit.
ends up in the end zone.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Right. I mean, you going to watch all the games, but they're going to come on one after another. But the thing is, like, when that would have made Mama, like, who the fuck on Toronto that you really want to that the public won't see? Siakam?
And go to a spot that they haven't gone before.
I want to see that nigga, man.
To try and get this offense
moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake
Pelicans even got them a little game on that bitch, man. Zion put them niggas on the map. They play Denver, Jokic. That bitch might be nice, man. Jamal Murray and Lonzo going at it. Oh, who this is?
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in.
Nah, I don't know what that bitch is.
Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, 6 yards, and the Browns move back within a couple of
I be fucking focused on Odell. Fuck, y'all just told that out.
Prettier than a well-executed post route.
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they feel really good about how they're playing.
How do you play that bitch? Like, what is they doing?
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Penny, a first down carry.
What?
And nothing doing.
Oh,
He's
he didn't fumble.
Taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
That little bitch supposed to fumble.
It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa.
Can't fucking get that bitch to Mike, son.
Pretty nice.
They'll drop the throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett, his second sack of the night.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company.
This nigga Garrett
17 guys
have had 2
sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
That a big Camaro, son.
And everyone behaves nicely. We might just list those out for him. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
There we go.
And he's got his tight end, that's Smith.
Tight end.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Back to throw now on first down. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Boy, you charged.
But still over 40
you charged,
between
boy.
the two. They'll set up to throw. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead
Nigga said Jalen Hurts. They're gonna back up.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And I got your boy from TCU too.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
I'll tell you that nigga, like, he really fast.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts at the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That's crazy.
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Here's Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to
big on
that
that
one.
crack
It's
right now,
second
son.
down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back.
He can't throw more than one, two
incompletions.
incompletions.
Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion.
He out
in
there
the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And now the third down throw incomplete.
Come on, man.
as
We
well.
clamping up, son. Point that bit away. Let me get my Super Bowl and call it a bit of
That's
day.
really nice coverage there. I'm not sure he would have gotten to the first down marker anyway, but boy, oh boy, did they blanket him.
Yeah, short throw, but he really didn't have many options. Had to force it in. Well, he didn't have to, but he chose to force it in somewhere. Incomplete.
Who?
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
You mess with him like that?
Under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a
Running back?
Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the
on the
odds.
game in the Lamont draft, he got a nice development.
They've done well in
But
the first half.
cause I ain't see it obviously.
And go into
But
halftime
the
looking
dude,
at
what you
each
call
other
him?
wondering
He ain't go that high on the game. He wasn't even.
He
Oh,
rifles
I
one,
pressed the
it's
wrong
intercepted.
button.
Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. Final play of the half, Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55 as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Cope. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. That'll be taken in the end zone.
You want me to go check that boy stuff for
And
you
the decision to bring it out
after the game?
one as he's up a yard or two shy.
Because I think
of the 30.
we gonna use the. We might. I don't know.
Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That looked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies.
Yes, I knew he was nice. I didn't know he was like that.
With some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They got 29 yards that time.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Another nice gain. 16 yards there and a first down again.
Yeah.
This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got it first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly, and now first and goal.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Sione Takitaki leading the surge there as he drops it for a loss of 6. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
He just sang.
Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day,
and he is into the end zone.
Son, Kamara got that matchup nightmare, son. So if a linebacker on him, he gonna 100% beat them. Son. That's so crazy, son.
And the Saints add on to their lead.
But it's so clutch against the computer, son. Like y'all, you know, you could use it a linebacker.
Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group this morning.
Morstead out now,
but I can't really run that big with him. That's why I had got, you know, Penny and Etouffee.
This fielded at the 2.
Yeah, let go of Penny.
And he's able to get it up close to the 35.
And then Kamara had got hurt when I sent him the first year, because, you know, I ain't going to play the first year because I was going to get tired of playing the same teams.
Will scratch off some of that
so when I sent him the first year, he tore his ACL.
Frustrated when they see penalties of this sort.
So I had to draft Etouffee.
But it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
How you really said Intini?
Pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense. That fell harmlessly to the ground.
Well, he really
catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he'll score. Touchdown.
That boy just hit a, what you call it?
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
LSU had running backs.
The extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Oh, they had Leonard.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan.
Get that boy. Who you gonna be?
With a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Hey, I know you know who you do got your boy before.
Offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block it.
And they work this well upfield across the
Bella, that was something dream.
23 yards.
He used to play running back, and that boy talking about something. I switched because I was taking too many hits. That boy, that's funny. He's 6'4",
son. The game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled.
They was tearing him alive, probably. He could, hey, I ain't gonna lie. On Madden, son, he gonna be cool. You could put.
That's a good start for him.
Yeah, because you could put him at running back too, like. And he got a nice little juke and carrying and stuff.
He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives.
But like, imagine if he gets the ball like on a slant or something, like
juke. He gonna be gone.
Your boy straight too, son. Debo
really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job.
Dante Pettis, my favorite one out of all of them.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Really?
The goal for any offense versus his own defense.
Oh, yeah, I like his hitting yet.
Find the holes where guys are available.
You gonna let go of Trent,
put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
And this is picked up by the Saints. And he'll return it to the 24.
If they still got it by the time that, you know, we start.
Often on fumbles, you look at the guy
they got a dude I ain't never played with.
Hey,
something Matthew, Richard Matthew, Rashad.
Not a problem at all, my man.
Saints cut that boy.
I'm gonna doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big time play, knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
No gain on the play.
But yeah, like watch, like you see Kamara right here.
As usual,
when he run this route, if a linebacker like chasing, he gonna burn him if he come back in.
Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Yep.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain.
And then, like, that's just my favorite one to run with him. Like, that Texas, but like he can run this. That big cover. I run this bitch.
Cover the angle route because a running back getting out of the backfield. If you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Nice.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
And that's his 3rd sack, and that ties a Super Bowl record. Makes me think of my old college teammate, Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darnell Dockett of Arizona, Super Bowl 43. And Coney Ealy, 3 sacks for the Panthers against Denver in Super Bowl 50.
All those sacks, they've only been
I might pick up a Mel Abdullah too out of free agency. So I was thinking about that. He kind of straight. So he's so fast. Well, not fast, but like his juke like a 92 or 93.
And that'll extend this lead now up to 25.
Like he got a nice little speed. I think it was like 88, 89. With that juke, that's crazy. It make him faster than what he is.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first
Frank
one,
was still on this
you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Darius Hayward Bay on this bit. Brandon Marsh on that bit. They still got some old.
The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake.
I ain't no Marshawn Lynch retired.
The red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice
just
for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field.
I was watching that ball highlights the other night.
That's difficult for a team to handle.
Yeah, difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult.
And then he ain't. It's not like he did it one time, son. He did that on a couple teams, son. Like big runs where people try to tag.
We've not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other.
And he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Saints. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Whenever I see a team
think he should have retired the Seahawks
drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
What's wrong with them?
And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Back to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Man, what's wrong with that?
They look to throw. Runs through the contact. He wants it all for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete.
Man,
give them credit. They took
Tua just
shot,
hurt
but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Myles
so now
Garrett.
on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here.
He just broke something.
This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. This widens it out, as you said. And now
so about a Madden time. So a Madden game take about 40 to 45 minutes. And I just wonder how long a 2K Prime game will take.
And it comes out to the 25-yard
line. I got about 7 minutes left in this game.
And I'm
at 34 minutes on the board.
Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through.
Ooh,
but in the meantime,
have you watched
you're making plays on the football.
At this point, down big, you have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Well, he caught it right at the line.
You're going to go to the
before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch. And most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Mayfield to throw it. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Cameron Jordan able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Stops short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Browns on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is third down and 12. Mayfield out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a yard.
Be cool.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more.
He do.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration.
Nah, I don't believe you. So you trust me right
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8.
2 kids.
Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
What's going on?
Again, it's Kamara. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
That 9 ain't that good.
And they'll get this down to the 10.
2
yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. The Super Bowl 55 down to the final 2 minutes. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here first and 10. And they're going to score.
Yeah, Kamara goes. He might be the hardest person to check in the game.
And Charles, when you catch that toss going right,
but he still can run that ball.
In this instance, do you go straight for the pylon? Is that where you're going?
Well, typically you want to try and maneuver people a little bit so you have some space to get to the pylon. So I want to make sure I try and move them a little bit to the inside, and in this case to the left, so I can get to the right side and get to that pylon and wink at it as I go by.
What's good on the extra
and then imagine how hard it's going to be like when I got Drew. Like that first year, son. That first year going to be crazy.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
King. 20. Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there.
2 son.
Mayfield on first down. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham.
Who else,
not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Let's see.
The last play got just a yard. Here's second and 9 from the 26. That's out to Chubb, complete. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they work this well upfield.
Man, you just seen what just happened.
can talk all we want about football.
Nick Chubb just they threw him a flat route and he hurdled 3 people. But back to back, like he jumped, then jumped, then jumped.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out,
what's crazy is that nobody getting them
he's going to win that battle just about every time.
That's the crazy thing.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held him to no gain.
And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 42 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited.
You seen DeWitt close?
Big plays,
like his new little thing?
That's what we absolutely live for.
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts.
Yeah, I think that's him, son.
As they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Oh, that's why I ain't want to mess with it.
To throw, Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down. One last shot from Mayfield here. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
That boy too.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time.
That seemed like something
you fit that into the broadcast.
I just grab a nugget when I can.
And the Lombardi Trophy is headed back to the Bayou. The New Orleans Saints, Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills.
Oh, they picked up your boy. That's their backup quarterback, the Browns.
Forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture. That your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
Kamara got
and they end this year just how everybody
Marcus Williams
in the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season
4
for
tackles,
them. What a
1
ride
touchdown,
it's been
1
for us
pick.
as well here in the booth. For
And a
Charles
forced fumble.
Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.
This close, and this is the first time I watched like the whole Super Bowl celebration thing. Yeah, it's like it's basically the same, but graphics better. I'm surprised too ain't get that 4. That boy had 427 yards, 427, 4 touchdowns, 82%. Yeah, he should have got that, but look, I ain't tripping.